left stick.
Okay, so welcome back to Powerhouse Marathons and welcome back to PowerSpring 2021. Next up, we've got LittleBigPlanet, Any Percent No-Overlord by Liam. It'll be running on the PS3, so take it away, Liam.
Alright, hi, I'm Liam, I'm running LBP, and yeah, I have a few commentators with me if you want to introduce yourself.
On you go.
Sure, I'm RBD Jellyfish. I'm a long time runner of this game. I used to have world record before Liam got good and beat me, and now I'm washed up.
Mad Brian. I've only been running this game for about a year, I actually don't have a run on the boards yet, because I'm not proud enough of my time. I will eventually.
Yeah, and I like Big Chungus, and Big Chungus is very cool. I'm ready whenever, by the way, if you've got the audio levels checked out.
Everybody's muted except for us.
Yeah, you're good to go. Go ahead.
Wait, start the run? Okay. So, I'm gonna start in 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay, so who wants to explain what's happening right now?
I can do it. So, the first thing Liam's gonna do is lose every single one of his lives. And the reason he's gonna do that might sound silly, is because the game puts you in this introduction level that you're kind of forced to beat before you can get to the level select and kind of continue on with the rest of the run. However, when you lose all your lives in this game, you get the option to either restart the level or return to the pod, which is that level select. Because this introduction level was designed pretty much not to kill you, it just kind of assumes as soon as you get to the pod to just continue on with the run regardless of whether or not you beat the intro. So if Liam does that and chooses return to pod, he basically skips the introduction and saves like 2.5 minutes or something.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do something kind of complicated right now, like a cutscene skip. I don't know how this works, but you can explain it.
I don't know how it works either, but all you pretty much need to know is like you do some fancy menuing and skip a couple of cutscenes by like reloading the pod to interrupt it.
The reason that works is because if you're not the host, if you switch to a new controller, it automatically assumes that's the host. And if you're not the host and you have a pause menu open, it gives you the option to return to pod.
No, don't give it a fish. It's not that kind of sea.
Yeah, and you basically go back to the host pod, and like that somehow skips the cutscene. But yeah, this is first steps. This is the first level. It's pretty straightforward. There's like a 5-second time save I can do in this level. It's not like guaranteed I'll get it, but it's kind of precise, I guess. But yeah, it's a fun level. Gonna do a slope. Ooh, okay. This game is also physics based, and we can abuse that throughout the run and like double our jump height, quadruple it at times. We're not gonna see a lot of like crazy jump stuff in this level, but like we're gonna do a bit of speed tech, like slope jumping, to try and skip this section coming up. So I'm gonna jump here, slope jump, open my puppet because I'm an idiot, and yeah, I didn't get it there, but
yeah, so you can kind of see what he was trying to do. There, if you jump on downward slopes in this game, you can build up some speed because of, I mean, just the way the physics works out. It's like, I'm not even gonna try to explain it, but yeah, if you have a lot of vertical speed and you hit a downward slope, you kind of slide down it, and then you can jump again to get more horizontal speed. And if you just chain that together, you can like build up a lot of speed. So if you did that back there, you could jump over that pit, which teaches you about the hold to retry button. And if you jump over that pit, it saves like 5 seconds or something. You can also quit to the pod early before you get to the scoreboard, as long as you make it to the scoreboard before like the level fades out and returns you back to the pod. So that looks a little scary, but it's not actually that scary, and it saves a lot of time because you don't have to wait for like the scoreboard stuff.
yeah, I also skipped the cutscene though. I like loaded a video over and over again, and it like wrote like the cutscene that's meant to play, so he just skips the cutscene and you can just go straight into the second level. Alright. there's a jump you can do there. You can just jump up this block. I'm gonna try something called a banana jump here. It's basically where like you jump into a like bottom of like a block or something, and like the game ejects you out. But if you time a jump there, you can just like get a little bit of extra height on your jump. Gonna do another one here.
Jumping into a wall tilts you to the right a little bit, which
Yeah.
Yeah, so do you want to
angular
explain?
momentum.
Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, never mind. I failed.
The angular momentum from tilting over converts into vertical momentum, which gives you extra jump height. And for some reason, running into a wall tilts you to the right. That gives you that angular momentum.
Yeah, the basis of it is that Sackboy. So this is like a totally physics-based game, and Sackboy, just like every other object in the game, simulates in the physics engine. The only difference is when Sackboy falls over, there's this extra force that gets applied to him to like push him back upright, so he's always standing. And so if you can trip over things and jump while the physics engine is pushing you back up, then that adds to your jumping force and you get a higher jump. So there are a lot of different ways of falling over, and a banana jump was just like one of those where you like squish your face into a wall and then jump.
Yeah, and this level is kind of straightforward. There's a little cycle skip I'm gonna do here. I'm just gonna do this. Oh, got it, nice. And basically what I did there was like I used a windmill, and it like flung me over to like the bird there, and I can grab it and like skip a little bit of a level. And if I've done it fast enough, I can actually do a pretty fast cycle in this level. Okay, I got it. That's cool.
Nice. Are you gonna do the LCJ? Or no, you're on the fast cycle, so you wouldn't want to do those.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there are two of the most used jumps, like glitchy sort of physicsy jumps in this game, are RCJs and LCJs, which stand for right corner jump and left corner jump. And they're basically just ways of abusing the corners of objects to get higher jumps. So like an RCJ uses that falling over property that we talked about before. It's kind of the same as a banana jump, but instead you stand on a corner, run off it, and jump. And when you do that, you kind of fall over a bit, and that's where the extra jump height comes from. And then there's also a left corner jump where you can like stand in front of a left corner and do kind of a double jump. And the two jumps add together and you get like a really high jump that way. And for some reason, left corner jumps don't really work on right corners, and right corner jumps don't work on left corners, and which is kind of weird. But yeah, you'll probably see some examples of those, and we can point them out at some point.
Something that surprised me is that left corner jumps didn't work in all versions of the game. Like, older versions didn't have left corner jumps.
Oh yeah, that's true. At some point, like, they changed Sackboy's hitbox, and like changed some of the like physics of the game, I guess. And they actually introduced LCJs in a patch rather than it just being broken on an older version. They like introduced the breakage. Oh, nice subclip, yeah.
That way is really hard. Anyway, right, subclip basically like if you get enough speed in this game, like sometimes you can like clip out of like objects and stuff, and that submarine like sets you up for that. And if you time a jump as soon as you like exit out of the thing, like you can jump really high. And I'm on a cycle I don't know, so this is kind of cool. I was gonna say IL record, but I didn't dialogue jump there, and I didn't get the race hit skip, so no.
Sick.
Yeah.
That was like the easiest one in the game, and I failed it. So bad.
Disappointing.
Oh yeah, race gates. There's like a 3-second wait, and we can skip that if we jump and like trip over the bottom of the race gate. As Rabid said, if you fall over in this game, like you can like make you jump higher. I'm also gonna switch controller numbers here. This is for the level after this one, and you're gonna see what happens there if I pull it off correctly.
I actually prefer to switch controllers after this level.
I tried that, and the other person didn't spawn, and I was sad.
Yeah, I do it before loading the level because for some reason.
Probably better
while
to
level is loading.
probably better to stick with what you're familiar with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to that time that in a marathon right after this glitch you're gonna do in the next level was discovered. I like completely failed a skip. Are you gonna
There's
do
also-
crocodile?
No, I'm not. If you look closer, the crocodiles aren't real.
Oh my god. Yeah, so those crocodile enemies that he's swinging over they're not actually enemies, they're like kind of made out of just a wood material in the game. And so it's actually completely safe to stand in their jaws. And when their jaws snap shut, if you're standing in the right place, you can actually use that to like catapult yourself.
Why am I so bad?
Great
This
question.
level is dropping down.
Alright,
is
that's
really
not
annoying.
dying.
Yeah, those enemies actually suck. Like if you want to go fast, you just kind of have to do a blind drop here and hope you don't hit the enemies. But usually they're just in the wrong place and they kill you, and there's not a lot you can do except play it safer and slower.
I just grab the sponges to drop down safer, so I don't die immediately.
Yeah.
It's a little slower.
Alright, I'm gonna spawn the host back in here, and I'm gonna pause as soon as the level like loads. And you're gonna see why in just a bit. If I timed
I
it
get
right.
confused here because like the host controller gets switched.
Yeah, alright. That isn't intended.
Yeah, believe it or not, clipping through the floor and getting straight to the scoreboard is not intended.
That level was already like the shortest level in the run, but Frit found he went AFK for like a bit, and then he came back and like he fell through the floor, and he was like, "Whoa, what happened?"
Shout out
And
to
then
Frit for finding skips accidentally.
yeah, shout out to Frit for finding that, and it turns out he saves like 40 seconds throughout the whole run,
Yeah, so
and it's only
basically
used twice.
Basically what happens is, if you spawn someone through the checkpoint and then deload them while they're spawning, then any wall that's directly attached to the checkpoint just loses collision for some reason. So in that case, it just so happened the floor was attached to the checkpoint, and that allows Liam to like fall through the floor and skip the entire level.
I don't think that works in any other mainline games. I haven't. Well, mainline games because I haven't tried it in Prehistoric Moves.
I feel like it would probably work in Prehistoric Moves, because isn't that the
it's the same
LBP1 engine? Yeah. Maybe it's worth a
Time
look.
to find more skips.
Yeah.
Already very
Alright.
fast run could get much better.
Yeah. Also, this is like the most boring level in the game. The darkness. There's this dog in this level, and it's just really slow and stupid.
I disagree. I think Terrabaloni's Volcano is the most boring level.
Yeah, I like that
Actually-
level.
I actually like darkness.
Alright, I'm gonna wear this dog as a hat and just run, like, at my normal speed.
Yeah, this dog has some wheels with like really high friction, so if you try to drag it to speed it up, it just doesn't want to. So usually you have to just wait for it to like walk behind you, and you can see it goes really slow. But if you like kind of like get yourself underneath the dog and get it to walk up onto you, then you can pretty much carry it at running speed, which saves more time than you'd think, actually.
Yeah. It looks easy, but it's kind of precise. Well, not precise, but like it can be annoying at times. Well, the dog just doesn't get on your head.
What's that?
But now we gotta wait for it. And also, if you have any like donations you want to read out through this level, now's like one of the perfect times to. But yeah, this level's kind of boring. There's not really much to say about it.
There
It's
is,
a
like-
small skip.
There is a crazy out of bounds you can do and then get to this lever and do what's called a lever fling.
Alright, yeah.
And you can
That's
actually
really
skip.
difficult.
You can skip the dog entirely if you do that, but yeah, it's very difficult.
So
Does-
that's the
Didn't
point.
even know that existed.
Does the IL record even do that, or did
I don't think so.
people give up?
Castle's gonna go for it, but they can't get consistent enough to win.
This is a pretty good level so far, by the way.
Lever flings are another like weird sort of physicsy jump you can do. If you jump and fall down onto a lever and grab it in just the right way, then it can kind of slingshot you back upwards with more height than you had when you drop down onto it. Are you gonna do any of those? Like, what's your plan for the bunker?
Oh, I'm gonna do the lever fling.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I guess you'll see a lever fling later on then.
Yeah. Alright. Coming to the end of the level now. It's like I said, it's one of the most boring levels in the game. If there's a skip in like this level and like the mines, that would be epic. But... An actual skip.
Crosso played an April Fool's joke on us where he found like a crazy checkpoint deload that skipped half of a really long level and everyone totally fell for it. But it was not real.
That was very sad.
Yeah. Liam even started up a stream specifically to do using that skip, and then it wasn't real.
Yeah.
I
That was
mines as long as it is.
Also the hardest level in the game.
Oh, Skulldozer. Okay, no joke though, like, I started learning 100% in this game recently, and this level is actually no joke in 100%. Like, having to get all of the prizes in one pass and not dying.
I can imagine how
It's actually ridiculous.
terrible that would be.
Because the Skulldozer, like, just kind of plows through everything and they'll just knock bubbles down and they'll fall into pits and you can't get them.
Yeah, this level's kind of an auto-scroller. Like, we can speed it up a bit, but not by a lot. It's just kind of run to the right and jump, and then hope you don't die.
It's possible to get a fling if you're really lucky, but that doesn't happen often.
Dying in this level also like loses a lot, like some time as well. Like,
Yeah, because it may look like the Skulldozer's moving at a constant speed, but like its speed actually depends on how close you are to it. So if you slow down, then the Skulldozer will also slow down slightly, and if you run ahead, then it'll speed up to catch you. And so that's why it's not really an auto-scroller, but it's such a straight shot to the left that it might or to the right that it might as well be one.
yeah, and also the level after this one I'm kind of scared about.
Oh yeah, Boomtown's kind of rough.
Yeah.
I got like really inconsistent Boomtown skip for
In practice.
and then I
Oh, well, gold it.
practiced Oh,
Nice split.
Yeah. Okay. There's a really tough skip in this level, by the way, and I only have one try at it. So if I fail, it's like 40 seconds down the drain, basically, but I won't be that mad if I miss it.
I
Yeah.
actually don't have Boomtown skip in my TV.
I don't think a lot of people do. I mean, a lot of the top people do, of course, but like, it's kind of. I feel like the bottom like third of times it's like totally, or the bottom like 2/3 of the times on the leaderboards, it's like kind of up in the air whether or not they did Boomtown skip.
I really need to set a new TV. There's like a lot of skips I haven't done. I had a -6 minute run, and I got ruined because I got soft locked in Lowrider.
Should I try Rocket Cusk?
Imagine not doing Croc Fling and doing Rocket Car Skip.
Yeah, I'll try it. I won't get this. It's super precise and stupid.
Yeah, so we're talking about Boomtown Skip. There are actually two ways of doing it, and one of them is to line this rocket up in just the right way that you can fling yourself over the level, but that's like stupidly hard.
That was really close though.
So the actual way to do Boomtown Skip is to hit this player sensor, which starts a background story event sort of thing, where this guy comes down, grabs these people, and so you can actually use that scorpion to jump up there on top of it. So when it goes back up, then you can jump off again and end up out of bounds like this, and kind of skip the last very stressful section of the level.
I always overestimate how late I have to jump. That's why I mess it up a lot, but
If you look at stuff in like the background, then it's pretty easy to line it up. You just gotta find a consistent like visual cue.
You can also get squished on the collector as well if you landed it like in a funny angle.
Yeah, this game's very unforgiving when it comes to just random deaths. But yeah, Boomtown Skip I think saves like a minute or so that's a pretty good one to get. And again, if he'd missed it, he wouldn't have been able to try it again, because you have to get it first try.
Because the collector doesn't come back down, ever.
Yeah.
Unless you restart the
that
level,
clip of-
which is slow.
think about that clip of Weed dying twice to squish deaths in Boomtown a lot.
Nice momentum there.
Thank you.
I remember like early on running this game when things were just started getting routed, like pretty much the only tricks this game had were like momentum, things like that, and they're so hard to do consistently. So like speedrunning this game was always so brutal because the only time saves you could make were super inconsistent like that. Also not dying, I guess, saved time, but it's not
I feel
as
like it's
cool.
getting to that point now. It's just mainly movement that you're gonna save time on now. But
Oh yeah, people have gotten so consistent at like the skips and stuff that yeah, you gotta start going for YOLO stuff or you're not gonna beat record.
okay, that's good. I always die at that section.
Oh, these elevator things.
Yeah.
Must have before.
This bomb section's kind of stupid as well.
There's a slightly faster strategy for it, but it's a lot riskier.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it to go for the faster method, but
Saves a couple seconds, but yeah.
yeah, I don't think it's super worth it.
In a 50, however many minute run, it's a couple seconds you can afford to lose. Even though we were just talking about doing more YOLO strats.
I'm also gonna save like frames by pushing this minecart.
Shoutouts to PPJ for making a comparison video of this. And also for, like, being a god.
Yeah. Didn't he find Boomtown Skip? And like most of the skips in this game?
He found Rocket Car Skip, and then I found it, like, after he went to sleep. Like, the normal Boomtown Skip. But yeah, he found a lot of, like... found a lot of stuff. Like, PPJ getting into running the game is what turned it from doing, like, exclusively those momentum-based strats that I was talking about into, like, actually having skips and stuff.
Yeah. That was close. I almost died.
Oh yeah, you're supposed to, like, ride a minecart down here, but you can actually just slope jump down, build up speed. And then you can, like, jump across that pit and, like, jump on the beam to jump across.
It's like around 2 seconds.
Epic. Alright, this level's coming to an end now. I like this level, even though it's like the longest level in the game. I don't really mind it because it's actually like got interesting stuff to do in it.
It's a fun level.
Yeah.
Yeah, the canyons are pretty brutal to run, but, like, when you get it down, it's really
Yeah.
kind of fun. Yeah.
Canyons has probably killed most of my runs.
I mean, same. I feel like it's killed a lot of people's runs, but this level,
I died
in
a
my
Serpent
opinion,
Shrine
is
a lot.
probably the hardest level in the canyons.
Serpent Shrine?
Well, to do like optimally, it's kind of stupid, but
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think for beginners that's true. Like speedrunning, a lot of the levels speedrunning wise, it's a lot about like maintaining your momentum and kind of getting into a flow, I think. But this level is so start and stop that it's just really easy to get thrown off by these cycles and die to random things. So it takes a lot of like control of your movement to do well in this level. It's hard to tell by watching around, like, if you're not already familiar with the game, but There's just a lot of little subtle movement stuff you have to do to keep your speed up and not die.
Them trampolines are also like pretty inconsistent as well. Like sometimes you can get no height off them, sometimes you get a really high, like a lot of height, like I just did, but
And
whatever.
sometimes you clip through them and get stuck.
Yeah, sometimes you can clip through the trampoline.
So
I
it's a
also
little,
did skip like I
Yeah.
did a little skip there.
yeah, you're supposed to run back and forth there, like past those tunnels, but you can actually just jump down and skip the entire like run back and forth.
You can one cycle this section as well, but I don't think I've ever actually pulled it off.
Really?
I think I pulled it off once.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually tried it. I just got that down and just
Oh, it's worth trying.
kept.
You need some like really good bunny hopping at the beginning, like
Yeah. Also, I'm gonna skip this boss, and if I do it properly, I'm gonna one cycle it.
yeah. So Liam's gonna do what we mentioned earlier in LCJ.
Oh.
So
okay.
he kind of
Oh,
just
one cycle.
he just kind of lined himself up with that bomb that the boss threw, and he used that to get an extra high jump to jump over the wall, and now he's standing on the back, and when it goes up, he can just jump up out of bounds and skip the entire boss fight.
Yeah, coming to the Metropolis now. It has probably the hardest skip in the game, but Lowrider's pretty fun. Sometimes, if you don't get like. Oh wait, I just realized there's 69 items in this level. That's cool.
Yeah, I noticed that when I was starting to do 100%.
Alright, let's see if I get through this like first try without stopping. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, this level is really annoying to do IL runs of because driving these cars is just really chaotic. They'll just kind of start and stop. Ideally, like for the most speed, you just want it to go, but every time it like drives over like a dent on the ground or something, it'll just like
Yeah.
fling you forward and you'll pull the lever with you and then you'll put the car in reverse and then like it's just terrible.
There are a lot
You
of
can
little bumps in the
jump up to
ground.
that lever as well, by the way, and you can skip this section, and you can do a double LCJ, which is basically like two LCJs like combined. But I'm bad at it, so yeah.
Most people are bad.
All
Yeah,
right.
since LCJs just add height to whatever existing like vertical speed you have, you can actually chain LCJs together to get even more height. But it's kind of crazy. There's one you can do in this level to skip driving that car a little bit back there, but it's really precise. Liam's gonna
Yeah,
do a
okay.
double LCJ in the next level though for Subway.
Yeah. The other name for LCJs is quad because of how much height you get off them. It's like quad normal jump height. But chain
Whoa.
them together. Yes.
That was-
What is that jump? Oh my god.
I've never seen that before.
Okay.
That's amazing. I've never seen that before either. This
You
game's
can die at the end. There, by
crazy.
the way. Oh
Oh,
wait, my
I
stream died.
fall-
Oh.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
buffering.
Oh god.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I fall behind the
Um.
scoreboard at the end of this level a lot, though.
Why is my stream dead?
Why is your stream dead?
Oh wait,
uh-oh.
it's coming back. No, it's
Yeah,
not.
I'm gonna
Never mind.
refresh.
It's...
It's really freaking out there.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
And it's dead. Okay.
All right, let me do this. All right, you can't see it, but I'm doing a skip right
difficulties.
now.
That's suspicious that it cut out right before the hardest skip in the game.
Oh,
What are you
yeah.
playing at,
Splice
Liam?
run, splice run.
This is spliced, everyone. It's not real. Oh, it failed to. Wait, hang on. All right, hang on.
Internet dead, or do you have to restart OBS or something?
I don't have to restart OBS. I don't think. It's just my internet just cut out. Hang on. All right, all right. I've done it now anyway.
And now the stream magically comes back after you got the skip.
course.
Is it back? Oh, it's not back yet.
Alright, I can reconnect to my internet now because my laptop just completely disconnected.
We were a bit worried this would happen. Liam's main PC
God.
died, so let's do
Yeah,
this
my
off
main
a
PC
laptop.
died, and I have to use my laptop, and it was fine like 2 seconds ago. Oh wait, you connected now. Okay, good.
Just let us know when the stream's back up so we can refresh and like.
Yeah, the stream's back up now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Not for me.
Alright, well, sorry for that. But yeah, if we have time at the end, I'll probably show
Oh,
that
it's
skip
back
off
now.
again.
Okay.
Yeah, it's back. Okay.
Yeah, I'll show it off at the end of the stream if I have time. I'm pretty
Someone
sure I'm
else
gonna be like
streaming it.
well underestimated.
Miss Chungus face can pog.
I thought I disconnected from the VC then, but
You can reload the stream now, by the way.
yeah, the stream's alive. Let's hope this doesn't PB.
We're not too far off PB, so it could happen.
Just really quick, it's there's black screen on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, just refresh. It's back up now.
It's back now.
Okay.
Alright, well, I did a skip there, but if you can see that. I'm gonna explain it anyway. Like, I like rocked like a beam back and forth, and I like jumped up and like skipped like a little section of the level. The stream is back up, right?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay, good.
Marathon run. Hasn't refreshed.
Why is Rabbit muted? Jesus.
This is why.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
Video playback error.
Anyway,
Oh, okay.
coming to the end of this level, by the way, now. There's like a minute time save I can do in this level, but no one's ever actually done it. So, like, it's like this stupid precise thing where you jump off an enemy and then chain an LCJ and, like, move up to the boss at the top, right at the bottom of the level. It's barely enough height to get up. Like, it's that, like, insane.
Alright, that ambulance is gone. Yeah, you can.
Nice.
You can skip like half of this level, and it's ridiculous. But there's like no real way to even demonstrate it because it's that hard.
I don't think it's ever actually been done about, like, modifying the enemy a bit.
Yeah.
Unless it has been.
We do subway skip after run. That would.
That's a nice thing about learning this game is that people have figured out how to like open the story levels in create mode. So you can actually like modify the levels to make practice levels where you like spawn right before a certain trick and then you can just restart the level every time you want to retry the trick on the right cycle and stuff.
It's possible to mod the game to allow you to copy the story levels to your moon.
Alright, islands. Islands
Really
is where
helps.
most of my runs die. Mainly because of this level and the one after. It's kind of precise, this level. It's not.
only
It hasn't got
two of
any
my
skips in
runs.
it, but like it's just stupid precise.
Pretty sure only 2 of my runs have died to Endurance Dojo, and that was because I got really bad. Like the poles kept falling over.
Yeah, these poles can like just collapse sometimes, and you just fall into the gas at the bottom. Oh, I got the fast cycle. Nice. Also, these wheels, like sometimes you can just like not be able to jump off them and just like fall down. It's kind of annoying. But yeah. Swing up. So I'm gonna do a bit of bunny hopping over here. Alright, nice. Bunny hopping is what it actually the name. It's just like you just jump on the floor a couple times and like save you speed until like it just stops.
If you have a lot of horizontal momentum, you can pretty much just stay off the ground as much as possible, so you reduce friction and don't slow down as much. So just bunny hopping is the main way to do that.
As long as you're not on the ground, you don't lose speed.
Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna go into the back layer here and just run and just quick to the pod. There's a little bit of level there that you just saw, but you can just completely skip it.
It's nice there's a slope there to like redirect your momentum, so you can just like slide to the scoreboard.
There's a way to like get behind the bridge. Like, I went up there, but it's kind of stupid. Also, this level's also very cycle heavy. Alright, good. I got that jump. Also, the game can crash there. Don't die.
Set up for a fling here.
So you're supposed to ride like that, that zip line thing all the way down, but you can actually let go early and just slip jump on the branches to get down like a little bit faster. It's a little riskier though, because there are a lot of like little dents on the branches that can slow you down if you hit them the wrong way.
Yeah. This level, you just fly an airship around, and sometimes like there's like these castles you have to like land on, and sometimes like the ship like bounces up because of the balloons, and it like gets out of the range of this like trigger zone for like to get the gas off these castles, and you die.
Yeah, this was pretty annoying.
Alright, good.
Because of that.
Alright, gonna pull this lever down and then death abuse back up to the thing. And I'm gonna go up here, but I'm gonna like slow down a bit so like I don't like die when I go in the castle. Alright, good. Jump. Also, those spikes and like drag you to them sometimes. Like, you just get like magnetized to them.
I don't know why that happens. It's like the collision extends farther than it's supposed to sometimes.
Now we're in a volcano. I'm just gonna ditch the ship and just fall.
Yeah, there's no gas on this part, so it's safe to just jump down. And you can get some speed from the slope thing.
Let's see if I can two-cycle the boss. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, okay. Well, not today. Sometimes the boss can like spit out 9 fireballs instead of 10, and he's spitting out 10 at the moment. But if he spits out 9, you can two-cycle this boss and not have a free cycle.
You can two-cycle it with 10 as well. It's just harder, obviously.
Yeah.
Like you have to like jump over the fireballs before they despawn to like get to the lever earlier.
Alright, well that was a decent islands. Sensei's Lost Castle could have gone a bit better, but it's fine. This level also has like another really big skip in it. It's an easy skip only if you're on less cycle for it, because there's this snake thing at the end of the level, and like sometimes he can be on a cycle where he jumps really high, and sometimes he just doesn't at all.
Yeah,
And the cycle I'm gonna try and be on in this level makes him always like go up really high. So I'm gonna try and get it, but it's likely I'll probably fail, but whatever. Dying in this level once can like set you back a couple cycles, even if like you're on the best cycle.
I wonder if it's possible to like time the cycles to always get a good snake jump.
I don't know. Maybe. I only really know this cycle, so I'm just gonna hope I get it. But yeah, it's very easy to die in this level, and as I said, like lose a lot of time because of cycles. Okay. I'm gonna do an edge jump here. Okay, good. Edge jumps are basically like you jump on the edge, and like you get a little speed boost as well. So you can like just like jump over gaps that like are big.
Yeah, if you're on the corner of a platform, you get over to the right. And...
Yeah, sometimes you can like do a moving RCJ as well, which is basically an RCJ without stopping to set up, but they're like kind of rare. You can do the same with LCJs as well, like you can just run like you can jump and like LCJ without having to set it up. Also, that was the snake I'm on about. You just jump up there and like save like a minute. There's like another minute and a half section of this level that we just don't do. Like we just...
Yeah, there's like half the level you're not seeing. You just kind of... The level like goes to the left and loops back around to the right and then goes down and then back to the left. And you can just cut through that entire loop by jumping over that section using the snake.
I haven't seen that half of the level in years.
I did yesterday.
Yeah, you gotta play the rest of the level for Hundo.
Right, this level's also very cycle heavy. It's a pretty fun level though. Like, even though it's like kind of stupid at times, like that, it's still a fun level.
Yeah, this one's really satisfying if you get all the speed strats in it. So the cycles just kind of line up perfectly to like beat the level, assuming you never mess up.
I'm a cycle behind here, but I can still make the cycle if I don't mess up the rest of the level. Nice. That section there was also pretty hard. Like, I had to like bunny hop through it without getting like stopped on the walls that are like going down enough. So I'm pretty glad I did that without messing it up.
You can get used to it. It's not fair.
There's also like you can there's like a stupid like in this game, like if you have multiple people, there's like co-op sections you can do and like get more prizes and stuff. And for the longest time we thought like to do that solo we had to go around the top of the level while carrying another person and like dropping down at like his stupid precise way, and then Frit comes along and goes, oh, you can just grab this person right here and like just when he comes out of the checkpoint and just drop down to that section without having to do any of that.
Yeah, when I was talking about learning 100% before, the 100%, the rules for the 100% category in this game are you have to do it with one controller, but every level has like these 2-player sections that assume you're playing with another person. So like doing it with one controller is super tricky, but we like figured out a way to do them all with one controller. It was just one of them was stupidly hard for like years. And then Frit found this way to do it, so then that kind of opened up like the rest of the category to actually be humanly viable.
Nice stuff.
And then everyone started routing that because finally possible.
I think I grinded the old method for like a month and I still didn't get it.
Oh yeah.
That was a sad time.
Orange routed part of the 100% before that skip was found, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Elephant Temples, like I said, is a fun level, but that jump at the end, like, cost me a bit of time. Like, if you just edge jump at, like, the right point, you can just skip the rest of the elephant ride, but whatever, it's fine. This level's also pretty easy to get the good cycle on. Like, the real IL speedrun of this level doesn't start until, like, halfway through the level. And this is where it starts. It always like lines up perfectly and it's really easy to get this cycle. So I'm going to place 2 blocks on the 3rd key thing there. I'll just jump across. Then RCJ. I'm not good at it, whatever. That RCJ is pretty tricky because you have to do it before the block like despawns. And these blocks are kind of slippy as well, so like you can just slip off the edge and just lose a lot of time. Oh, nice def. Alright. This hasn't been the best temples in the world, but it's almost over now. This section of the run is kind of stupid. Like sometimes it goes really well and sometimes it just doesn't go your way. But whatever. Alright. Wilderness time.
Yeah, so I guess there are 4 levels left in the run. The wilderness is pretty hard. Like, I think no matter what your pace is getting to this point, pretty much everything can go wrong. No matter how consistent you are at the game, even. So it's really like kind of the final boss of the game, just this entire section as far as speedrunning it goes.
Yeah, like grinding for like PB attempts, I don't really get nervous until like the collector's lair, because I know like everything can go really wrong. Also, that was a fling.
Oh my
Ooh,
god,
that was a really good fling.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna spawn in another player here. And deload more of a wall, and just skip like the entire level.
Yeah, this is basically the same thing we did in Meerkat Kingdom, that skipped the entire level.
Please say I did that right. Okay, good.
Yeah, except instead of deloading the floor, it's this wall, so Liam can just switch to the back layer through the wall, go through a piece of missing floor, and end up out of bounds here. And then he can jump back in bounds, like, in the middle of this ice slide section. There used to be another way to skip this ice slide, but it's a lot harder and doesn't save as much time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like really precise, and I think Orange found it on accident.
Yep.
There's another deload coming up here in a few levels.
Alright, Bunker. This is like the level that like everyone used to get stuck on when they were younger, and like the first play of the game, because of the wheel at the end. And we're gonna do the wheel. Totally.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't get the jump at the start of this level, so I'm gonna hope I don't mess up the rest of this level so I get the cycle.
Yeah, this is another really cycle-heavy level. So, yeah, so he got a cycle skip here, which makes, like, running the rest of the level a lot faster. Assuming you don't mess up, of course. Actually, like, this level, like he said, is kind of infamous for its difficulty, for casual players, but when you get used to speedrunning this game, this one's actually, like, one of the easier ones, I think, because...
Yeah.
Like, because of how cyclic it is, it's really easy to, like, get into a groove. Being super precise doesn't matter so much, you just need to have practiced enough to, like, be consistent at the basic obstacles.
Oh no, the enemy, like, made me lose speed. That enemy can make you lose a lot of speed there.
Yeah, you have to get through the previous section, like, really early, otherwise you hit the enemy too late and it ends up slowing you down.
Whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, you can get into that, like, little wheel with cycle earlier, and then you can do some crazy stuff on this conveyor belt.
Yeah, you can, like, run on the bottom, like, the little, like, motor things at the bottom, and, like, just jump up and skip the conveyor belt entirely. So here's the wheel. Maybe, if I... Oh, wait.
Obviously he's gonna play the wheel.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh no.
I was worried.
Oh no. Okay.
Just do the other method.
Alright, well, that could have gone better, but I got it. It's fine.
Yeah, so in case you can tell from our extreme sarcasm before, like, he's just gonna skip the wheel. Which is probably the most infamous part of the level. Everyone always complains about this wheel of death, but you can actually just skip it. It's optional. I don't know what they're complaining about.
See how easy acing the bunker was? What the hell?
But yeah, there are actually two ways to skip that, to skip the wheel. And
There's
the one
three.
Liam did use is the lever fling. There are three?
Yeah.
Oh
you
yeah,
know the thing.
the air guy thing. I was thinking of the checkpoint deload and the thing. You can do a checkpoint deload inside the wheel and then, like, get out of bounds behind it that way, because the wall behind you ends up not having collision anymore. And then there's another thing you can do where you can, like, knock over the scientist guy that you freed and, like, jump on his hair to get up out of bounds. The lever
I
fling
also
is
did a skip.
though. Also, yeah, this is another skip.
I just, like, grabbed a sponge and, like, put it under a checkpoint and just went to the back layer and LCJ'd, and, like, you can just jump, like, above the level. and just jump back down into the level and like save like 20 seconds. There's like another way to do it as well, where like you push the sponge to the right and like you just do a really quick LCJ. That saves more time, but it's really hard. And that skip was found because like PPJ and like Rabbit and Orange were like, let's go find a skip, and I found the skip in like 5
We just
minutes.
went online one day with no plan. We were like, let's find a new skip. And we just chose a random level, and then we found a skip immediately.
Wait, what were you gonna say? For like...
Oh, something not speedrunning related.
Oh.
I was just talking about how like this whole level you're supposed to be freeing your friends, but because we're fast, like we don't. We even use this guy's cage, like the lever on his cage, to do an LCJ and jump over him and skip some of the level.
Okay, well, I'm not getting that.
Oh, you're actually trying it?
Okay,
yeah.
that was really scary.
There's a lever point that Liam was trying there where you can jump over. Like, you can skip this section, like having to ride this train to the end.
I'm really consistent.
But now I freed the person and I got the...
But yeah. This is where you like get greeted by all the friends you save. You can see Liam only saved one of them.
Yeah, really, it's meant to be 0, but...
Yeah.
I tried the thing. Also, this is the final level.
Ace the Collector. We have full aces on.
This is looking like a 57 right now, which is pretty good. Alright, let's try... Oh, that was a 3.5. Jesus. Alright, let's try and one-cycle this first phase, which is... This first phase of the boss can be a bit of a troll sometimes.
I've been turning off the music recently just because it lags the game sometimes, and it's eaten my jump before, so...
Alright, I'm gonna grab the left side of this boss, and then get flung all the way up, go here, and then... Oh, nice, I got it. Sometimes you can get into that little box the collector's in as well. Like, you just fling straight into it. And, like, get stuck inside, which happens a lot in co-op. But... Alright, second phase, this is the hardest phase. I'm gonna try and jump off these enemies. And get a lot of height and, like, beat the boss early, but it's not happening.
Yeah, if you jump off the base of those enemies before bouncing on the bubbles, then
Like
it's
that.
another thing where like the vertical speed ends up combining and you can get a higher jump. Yeah, he did it there. Ideally, you just 2-cycle this phase by doing those enemy bounces.
The enemies can sometimes like flip over as they spawn though, so like it's kind of annoying. I've lost a lot of runs to that also.
There's a strategy you can do here to again abuse the bubble bounces to get some of them early. So you're supposed to wait like for 2 phases of this boss before you can get some of the bubbles, but you can actually just bounce up and one-cycle him. So that's the boss fight. Now he's coming up on the scoreboard in like 30 seconds or so.
Yeah, the time's gonna come up soon as well. I'm gonna stand on the collector so I can hit the scoreboard a lot earlier, but I'm bad at this game and sometimes I just miss the scoreboard entirely. And just lose more time.
You can also get squished by the scoreboard.
Alright, time's coming up in about 5 seconds-ish. And... time.
Plus
Was that
3
an actual
seconds. Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Nice. 57's a really, it's a really
Yeah,
good time.
57's a really good time for this game. Anything under an hour, I'd say, is a pretty good time. But yeah, that's LittleBigPlanet. Glad. I hope everyone enjoyed it. And if I have time, I can go back and show Subway Skip if anyone wants to see that. But
Yeah, you got 3 minutes.
You got a few minutes if you want to show it off.
all right, okay. So before my internet rudely interrupted me and like killed the stream.
So rude.
This is what everyone missed.
You're actually back in the story.
This is the skip that Liam spliced out of his run.
Yeah, that was all intended, by the way. Like, my internet going out, that was intended. But basically, what you want to do is push these boxes over and like set up an LCJ, but time another one, like a bit after, and then you can like
Yeah, so you do one LCJ off the box, you do a second LCJ chained after it off of this elbow, and so you do a double LCJ there and get like a ton of height. You land on this lamp. Are you not doing your way?
No, I tried. I'm doing mine.
Okay. Yeah, so you can grab this lamp and swing it in just a certain way that you can then jump off of it and end up above this elevator ride that you're supposed to take.
You're really bad at timing. Anyway.
You just drop down here. And also, Rabbit made this app that you can like time this stupid drop you have to do.
Oh yeah, so coming up,
I'll probably die here because I haven't got the thing.
There's like a subway you're supposed to land on here. You have to do a blind drop and just kind of hope it's there. And if it's not there, you die and you have to do the skip again. But, oh, well, so yeah, that's what happened. Ideally, so yeah, I made a tool where you can like time these cycles so you know exactly when it's safe to drop. But yeah, if you don't use that, then it's like a 1 in 4 chance that you just die from that drop, unless you can somehow like time it correctly in your head.
This is the only main skip in the game I haven't done yet.
Oh.
But yeah, if you do that skip correctly, you end up like at the section like right before the final elevator in the level, so it skips quite a bit.
A veritable blank.
I was gonna say, should I show Overlord, but I don't think I have time to set it up.
Yeah, I think
Switch
that.
over profile.
Yeah, because you'd have to do all the tutorials and stuff.
Yeah, we don't have the time, unfortunately.
Yeah. All right. Well,
You can skip
that was
the
Little Big
tutorials
Planet.
if you
I hope
want.
everyone enjoyed. Anything else you want to say, Rabbit and Mad Brain?
Shoutouts to Ricky Pipe.
Yeah. Shout out to Ricky. Yeah. Follow me on Twitch as well, liam122221, and follow everyone else if you want to say Twitch.
Yeah, so I'm RBD Jellyfish again. I might run more 100% at some point, so if you want to see even more of this game, then that's the thing.
My Twitch is MadBrainX. I stream really inconsistently, but...
Same. But yeah, thanks for having me as well. That was a good run.
RBD, is your Twitch the same?
Yeah, it's the same as my Discord, if that's what you're asking.
Yep. Thank you. I just went ahead and popped them on into chat for you guys.
Cool, thanks.
All right. So now that we are finished with that wonderful Little Big Planet run, we are going to have a short little break, and then we are going to get started with the Ridge Racer 6 World Explorer Basic Goal 3 race between the BPG 13 and
Thank you, Liam.
Move Elm Drone. That's a tough one. All right, but that's coming up in just a few minutes, so stick around for that. And don't forget, use the ~ donation command to get the donation link and throw us a few extra pennies for COVID relief if you got them. It's a good cause. Thanks so much for sticking around, and we'll be right back.
Hello everyone, I'm Razor Flame Kun, one of the organizers of